The Commissioner of Police, Clayton Fernando, he and his leadership team held a powerful press conference this morning to appraise the media on at least 3 important events in our crime fighting strategy. He spoke about the disappearance of the 16-year-old turned 17-year-old Negro lad by the name of Devon Isaac, if I have his name correctly. He also told us about the American citizen, the African American by the name of Taylor Casey, a very interesting story that is developing. And of course, we discuss the alleged allegation of corruption in which a voice note has emerged within the Royal Bahamas Police Force. So we're going to look at that. And of course, today is Monday, the 8th of July, 2024. There is exactly 2 days before the Commonwealth of the Bahamas celebrates its 51st anniversary of independence. Are you invited to Government House? And if you're looking for an invitation, I think I will be able to tell you where you might be able to pick up 1 or 2, because I passed by the PLP headquarters and I was kind of surprised to see many citizens showing up and being invited to Government House. So that's very powerful. So you may want to pass by the PLP headquarters. I'm not making anything political, but I had a Negro citizen who told me he wants to go to Government House, and I told him, join me on Freedom March and I will tell him where to go and get an invitation. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. Praise the Lord. Bradley, welcome to Freedom March.
Thanks so much. Good to be here, Sandra.
And I want the nation to know that today, my spiritual advisor, he is armed with a mask. He's very concerned over the fact that there are reports of an increase in COVID-19.
100 cases.
100 cases. My spiritual advisor has reported. It might be time to lock down, baby. It might be time. I don't know. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King, King Charles III, and the entire royal family. God save the King. Why are we afraid to say if this is really a meeting that I can't speak to? Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monker. I think I told you that today is Monday, the 8th of July, 2024. So it was wonderful to attend church on Sunday. As you are aware, I am a member of St. Joseph's Catholic Church. And of course, we celebrated our 51st anniversary of independence. It was a wonderful, wonderful celebration in our church. Well, 2 days from today, the nation will celebrate the 51st anniversary of independence. And as we march towards the 51st anniversary of independence, we have quite a lot to reflect on. And of course, there are still challenges taking place in our country. So we're going to look at one or two of them. And then, of course, as we march towards the 51st anniversary of independence, there is report that COVID is on the rise in the island of New Providence, notwithstanding that the health authorities has not made an alarm of it. I think it is still very important for citizens to know that COVID is rising, that they have to return to a period in our history when we were very particular in maintaining social distancing, sanitizing our hands, sanitizing our doorknobs, and when going into crowded area, wearing masks. I'm so excited today that my spiritual advisor has come armed with his mask. You may not be aware of it. He has been a victim of COVID, and notwithstanding that he has been a victim of COVID, he has refused to be vaccinated. Notwithstanding that he had been...
What am I going to get vaccinated for?
He had been to the door of death. The God that he served, the God
Abraham,
that he has
Isaac,
faith
and
in,
Jacob brought me through.
brought him through.
If he brings you to it, he can bring you through it.
This is powerful. But it is good to know that he's wearing his mask, because by him wearing his mask, it perhaps will strengthen the fact that I have been vaccinated. But I'm going to tell him to take off his mask, and I shall be monitoring him from time to time. If you see me lean over and take my right hand and touch his cheeks, please do not be alarmed. I'm merely trying to determine if his temperature is rising, and that will be powerful.
Yeah, but
Rodney, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, Sandra.
Are you coughing?
Last week, though,
Yes.
I did have, a bit of weird feeling,
Okay.
and I had some runny nose,
Okay. Well, that's very
no
interesting.
cough.
I've received intelligence from the Negro people. They told me they were very concerned that you were sitting at my right, and from their observation, they were suspicious.
Something got in my throat.
So
that was the reason why I coughed.
okay, so I told them that I had no evidence that you have COVID,
None whatsoever.
but I pointed out that sitting at this desk,
Yeah.
it appears that I have been consistently immune, so I thank God for his protection.
Absolutely.
What scripture do you have for us today?
We have a very interesting passage today to read from as we examine the coming of the kingdom of God. Here's what Jesus says. Just as it was in the days of Noah, so also it will be in the days of the Son of Man. People were eating, drinking, marrying, and being given in marriage up to the day Noah entered the ark. Then the flood came and destroyed them all. It was the same in the days of Lot. People were eating and drinking, buying and selling, planting and building. But the day of Lot came. But the day of Lot left Sodom and Gomorrah. But the day Lot left Sodom, fire and sulfur rain down from heaven and destroy them all. It will be just like this on the day of the Son of Man, when the Son of Man is revealed. On that day, no one who was on the housetop with possessions inside should go down to get them. Likewise, no one in the field should go back for anything. Remember Lot's wife. Whoever tries to keep their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life will preserve it. I tell you, on that night, two people will be in one bed, one will be taken, the other one left. Two women will be grinding together. Two women will be green together. One will be taken, and the other will be left. Luke chapter 17, 26 to 35, the coming of the kingdom of God. I read from the NIV. The word of God is forever and ever blessed. Amen. Thank you, producer. Back to you, Sandra.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Absolutely.
And everything that I heard you say can be found in Holy Scriptures.
Yeah, Luke chapter 17.
This is powerful.
Luke 17, what was that verse again now, Mr. Producer? Luke 17, 26 to 35?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
This is powerful.
Thank you so much.
So I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Indeed.
Well, folks,
Indeed.
exciting things happening. Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernanda, he and his management team held one of the most powerfulest press conference this morning. It was well attended by members of the Negro media. And so it was very exciting as a senior citizen to sit back and listen to what some of the youthful members of the media had to ask the commissioner. And of course, the commissioner began the press conference by dealing with three very important issues. The first one being the missing 16-year-old Negro lad who we now understand has turned 17. And you would recall that there is a young male by the name of Devon Isaac who disappeared. So the commissioner produced video evidence to show that one night a mysterious car pulled up. Devon came downstairs, jumped in the car, sat with the person. They spoke for a while, and then he returned to the sanctity of his home, only later for him to depart, heading west along Carmichael Road. And the commissioner has pointed out that he has had a team who traveled along Carmichael Road, took many of the side corners in search of video cameras or CCTV to see whether or not they can determine precisely where he went, or in my words, how did he possibly disappear. So that was a very interesting revelation, because there has been all sorts of rumors of the whereabouts of this young lad. And then afterward, the commissioner dealt with the missing American citizen. That is Taylor Casey. I found it very uncomfortable as Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernanda kept referring to the lady, kept referring to the word her. And I was rather very disturbed by that, in view of the fact that we now have international evidence that Casey is in fact born a man. But what do you expect for the Commissioner of Police to do if that is how Casey has been described? And so he's followed the correct political, should I say, I don't want to use the word directive, but what we can regard as being saying the correct political words. It was amazing when we hear from the commissioner the level of the intensity of the search and investigation for Casey. the investigation led to the ocean, where, with the aid of the Defense Force, using what is the name of them plane that can
drones,
using marine drone, the Defense Force was successful in finding an iPhone in the ocean, which they all have concluded belonged to Taylor Casey. That became interesting, and notwithstanding the fact that here in the Bahamas, and I have to be very careful of it, because under the Free National Movement leadership, there was certain legislation which was passed, which perhaps would make it a crime, depending on how I reveal certain intelligence organization. So that particular intelligence agency, which it might be unlawful for me to call its name, I shall not call its name. I will call the name that the Commissioner of Police referred to, and that would have been like the Security and Intelligence Branch of the Police, the Criminal Intelligence Branch of the Police. Notwithstanding the level of technology and sophistication, our police was unsuccessful in cracking the iPhone that they found in the ocean, to the extent that they turned to American law enforcement. And up to this point, law enforcement in the United States and the Commissioner of Police did not specifically identify them. But I will tell you who I believe they were. But the law enforcement agency of the United States, notwithstanding that America has the greatest technology on the face of the earth, do you know that the FBI could not crack it, the code? The CIA could not crack it. The DEA could not crack it. The National Intelligence Agency of the United States of America could not crack the iPhone, which has left me suspicious. But I didn't want to say that to the Commissioner of Police. I didn't want to say to the Commissioner of Police, I do not believe that the FBI could not crack that code. I do not believe that the CIA could not crack that code. I didn't want to say that to him, because that was not my role. My role was to listen to the intelligence that the Commissioner of Police has provided to us. And now I'm further suspicious, and I'm further driven to conspiratorial theories, which mean that the FBI can crack an iPhone, the most sophisticated law enforcement agency on God's earth? Ha! I'm not going to believe that. You mean to tell me that the CIA can't crack that? Ha! I'm not going to believe that. Not the world's greatest intelligence gathering organization. But he didn't, the Commissioner of Police never identified that. He merely used the code word that the U.S. Law Enforcement Agency. So Casey, or Taylor Casey, his disappearance remained mysterious, remained superstitious. Nobody knows what has happened to Casey. Casey, whom America has fooled us by telling us that Casey is a woman, when Casey, it is alleged, was born a man. It is to be noted that the media, their principle has been so corrupted that, notwithstanding the fact that every media has the same evidence that Casey is not a real woman, none of them raised it, because they don't want to be insensitive to the politics of the United States of America, notwithstanding that we are the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and our head of state is our blessed sovereign, King Charles III. So we continue to push the lie that this is a female. So they were the interesting thing that was said. And then, of course, we also discuss the police and the fact that there will be an investigation and an elite unit of the Royal Bahamas Police Force will be investigating, and how that elite unit, there will be another agency appointed by law that will oversee what they're doing. And then, of course, for me, I became very uncomfortable in my seat. But at 67, I decided I will control my emotions, taking into consideration that both the police and I, we all belong to national security. But I was very shocked when the Commissioner of Police said that we will ask the assistance of the United States and Great Britain in this investigation into the alleged police corruption. And perhaps I will challenge that, and I will challenge that based on the fact that the policy of the Bahamas government goes against using the United States and Great Britain. And in support of that, I will raise the issue of an island nation which shares an island with Santo Domingo. I'll raise the issue of Hispaniola. If we can go to the United Nations and call for Kenya to go into Haiti to help with gangsterism and maintaining law and order, then I want the country to remain black and proud. I want this country to say it loud. Say it loud! We are black and we are proud. And when I come back, I will continue to develop the story, because I demand that the Kenyans intelligence branch, they come to the Bahamas and assist us in this investigation. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. I want the British and the United States to stay out of black affairs. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. When we took the adjournment, we were telling you that Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernanda and his management team held one of the most powerful press conference today. In the aftermath of the revelation of the voice note alleging perhaps corruption in the Central Detective Unit, the Commissioner of Police has carried a radical exercise all over the Royal Bahamas Police Force. There appears, and these are my adjective, based on the urgency of how Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernanda sounded in my head, that there was mass transfer and distribution of police officers from a variety of sensitive branches of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Of course, every branch and every division can be described as sensitive, but it appears that the urgency has occurred to do a lot of transfer. Bradley Roll, my spiritual advisor, is going to read some ads, and then after that, we will continue to look at this very powerful press conference that Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernanda held this morning at the Paul Farquharson Center at Police Headquarters, East Street. My spiritual advisor.
The Work Center, located Rosetta Street across from Robert's Furniture, is your one-stop shop for back-to-school dickies, Timberlands, and many, many more. Come on down and let their friendly staff assist you. We're getting ready for back to school. The Work Center, located Rosetta Street across from Robert's Furniture. Everybody needs money, always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union with Money Max. Download the Money Max app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend, anywhere, anytime. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. Money Max, live your Max life. Back to you, Sandra.
I thank you. In the midst of this controversy involving Chief Superintendent of Police Michael Johnson, the Free National Movement National Chairman, Dr. Dwayne Sands, issued a statement. That statement was so controversial that it provoked the National Chairman of the governing Progressive Liberal Party, Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell, to respond to it. Members of the Negro media during the press conference held by Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernanda, references was made to the comments of the National Chairman, Dr. Dwayne Sands, in the midst of the press conference and the questioning of the Commissioner. Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernanda told the media that he was not commenting on any political statement, and he would basically concentrate on the law. We thought we would tell that to you for what it's worth, but that became very significant, that in the midst of this controversy, it has the potential to create a major political breakdown, notwithstanding that there is no evidence of any politics being involved in any of the allegation which has been levied against the senior police officer. But we want you to know that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a little bit of video clips that my videographer, Marcus Louis, shot at police headquarters this morning. Mr. Producer, if it pleases you, will you show what we have?
Why are we afraid to say if this is really a male who might have turned into a woman, or a woman who has turned into a male? Why can't we be honest? We're not trying to condemn anybody. Whatever human being he is, he's entitled to his life and freedom. But why is it that we've been playing this game?
Well, I'm not playing the game. If that information haven't came to me direct from, I know they have a family meeting, that part of it, I don't know if that was brought to the table.
So no one has said, this is a transgender.
I'm hearing that. I'm hearing that. That hasn't been brought to me. The investigators may be armed with that information after the family meeting.
Do you think that the police has duty, have been heard that to say to the mother? I mean, the best person to ask if I
It should be, yeah, that's what I'm saying now. So I believe that may have been put on the table during the family meeting, but I can't speak to it at this time. And it really don't concern me whether it's a male or female.
But if we're looking, taxi drivers were on Paradise Island looking for a woman.
Yeah, but there was footage, photos out that resembles the place, or is the place.
Okay.
Mr. Martin.
So that was one portion of the video, because the Negro media, it appears that they were no longer interested in Taylor Casey. They were no longer interested in that particular tourist's well-being and welfare, and so they were not interested. Principally, there were two other issues other than the police. So in the case of the 16-year-old Negro lad, turned 17, who was disappeared, they appear not to have been interested in that story. Perhaps that story is now stale, and so they're tired of that. And I got the impression they were no longer interested in Taylor Casey. This would be the African American who came to the Bahamas to learn how to do yoga. And the next thing we know, he has disappeared. No one can find him. And for me, it reminds me of an event that took place in 1974 when an American came to the Bahamas, followed by an African American who slaughtered him at Yamacraw Beach, and Dame Janet Boswick led the prosecution and successfully put a rope around the neck of Mishika Shobek. And Dame Janet did such a wonderful job in hanging him that Sir Orville Turnquest, who's alive, and his partner, the late Eugene DePuch, two of the greatest Negro attorneys, they were unable to save Shobek. But the media seems not interested in that. They were more preoccupied with this new story, this story involving the voice note in which it is alleged that the chief superintendent, who was then in charge of the Central Detective Unit, Michael Johnson, is alleged to be involved in unusual conversation with a Negro suspect. So we go and look at another video. Mr. Producer, if it pleases you.
Morning. Commissioner, the chief superintendent, Mrs. Skippings, said 2 questions, but you raised 3 topics. Is it being suggested that we have to focus on one topic? Because you raised 3, and the 3 are so important to Freedom March. I thank you. I thank you very much. So, Commissioner, Devon Isaacs, he's 16 years old. We have to reckon his age, right? He's 17. Does the law allow him to give consent and to disappear? As far as you are aware?
I wouldn't allow him to disappear, but he's responsible at 17 now. But he was 16, I think, when he's still a minor.
You have not received any intelligence that he lives in the Michael Road with an adult?
No,
You have not received received that?
I haven't received that, and I
No,
was
not even that suggestion.
no.
Nor have you heard that perhaps police may have stumbled over him, but he vehemently protested leaving. You've not heard that?
No, I haven't heard that.
Okay. So that might be just rumors and
No,
speculation.
that is not came to my attention, and based on the investigators, nothing like that came to.
Okay. Well, I'll leave that alone for the time being. Taylor Casey. So we found his iPhone in the sea, literally in the ocean
56 feet of water
from the mainland.
from the mainland.
And we were able to tell it was his iPhone,
Yes, yeah,
but we were unable to open it.
yes, to go deep into any conversation.
Nor as the FBI or the CIA.
No.
Okay. Why are we afraid to say if this is really a male who might have turned into a woman, or a woman who has turned into a male? Why can't we be honest? We're not trying to condemn anybody. Whatever human being he is, he's entitled to his life and freedom. But why is it that we have to play this game?
But I'm not playing the game. If that information haven't came to me direct from, I know they had a family meeting, that part of it, I don't know if that was brought to the table.
So no one has said, this is a transgender.
I'm hearing that, but that hasn't been brought to me. The investigators may be armed with that information after the family meeting.
Do you think that the police has a duty, having heard that, to say
But
to the mother, I mean, the best person to ask if I
it should be, yeah, that's what I'm saying now. So I believe that may have been put on the table during the family meeting, but I can't speak to it at this time. And it really don't concern me whether it's a male or female.
But if we're looking,
Individual.
taxi drivers were on Paradise Island looking for a woman.
Yeah, but there was footage, photos out that resembles the person, or is the person.
Okay.
Mr. Monca,
Yes.
I know Commissioner has given you leeway to ask some additional questions. If we could kind of move forward a little quickly so we
Okay.
can get through the briefing.
All right, so we'll go to Mr. Johnson. You agree that notwithstanding what the media asks of you, there is a presumption of innocence,
Absolutely.
and you do agree with me that when the police answer the media, it has to be very careful not to subtly or in a very funny way suggest what the law or the investigation has not established.
And what I'm saying is, the media, they put the questions and we respond.
Okay.
That's it, yeah.
So we all agree that there is a presumption of innocence.
Yes, as
Okay.
I indicated.
And have you ever thought about AI,
Well, all of that is a part of it.
artificial
The investigation, yes.
intelligence?
A part of that team, we have a technical team as well,
Okay.
who will be doing their part of it. And you're absolutely correct.
Okay then, well let me obey Mrs. Skippings. I will ask the final one. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Mr. Monca.
Okay.
I know Commissioner has obliged you. But some key things coming from the, you had another question?
I do. I just have.
No, you had your two questions already.
I just have.
No, we're gonna stick to the protocol. I know Commissioner would have given Mr. Monca some leeway. However, in lieu of time, Eyewitness News has one additional question that they need to ask. I'm gonna give that to Eyewitness News and then I'll wrap up this press briefing. Thank you much.
Thank you. Yes, sir. In regards to Taylor Casey, we've seen her family rather slammed the Roy Bahamas Police Force through international media about the investigations being done, specifically calling it non-existent. I guess, can we just maybe get some clarity or comments on your part, in terms of this investigation and how it's being carried out in the right way?
I will just say the presentation you saw here this morning, that speaks for itself. That we responded professionally and on time.
Thank you so much, excuse me, members of the press. As indicated, Commissioner has indicated his commitment to the investigations being transparent. He indicated that there are transfers that are going to be imminent. In his discourse, he also indicated that no one is above the law. And he
Well, my spiritual advisor, that was the press conference today.
Very interesting, to say the least.
You have any observation?
Well, Sandra, I have to agree with the commissioner. You keep pushing the narrative as relates to Taylor Casey and not being identified as transgender. It's immaterial to me in that we have a missing person. And I agree with the commissioner that there's photos out there that shows you and it suggests that Taylor Casey could be a woman. And so we follow the photos that's out there to see if we can find her. I don't know, not that I'm condoning anything, because I don't know if she's a man or a woman, to be honest with you. I don't know. But I agree with the commissioner that a person is missing, so we have to follow what we know. We have to follow what information we've seen as relates to the way the photos project her to be. I'm saying her. Yeah, but some very interesting observations. I'm trying to figure out, the commissioner allow you some leeway? How come?
Well, I was the last citizen.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
and I did have one or two questions that I needed some clarity on.
So what's the situation with the phone?
The iPhone?
Yeah. They've been able to get into the phone apparently. Because he
Using,
used the word deep. They've not been able to get deep into conversations.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
well, I have my own theories. They're not scientific. There is no evidence to support my theory, and I hate spreading propaganda. But I believe that Casey was an undercover agent. That is what I believe.
How so?
I just
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I believe that Casey was a spy. Yeah.
And what was her mission?
I don't know.
To spy out the land in the Bahamas.
That's what I think. And I
Okay.
find it very interesting that we were able to come up with our own technology to go into the ocean and find Casey phone. Now, I do believe that we perhaps may have the technology, but I'm suspicious. And I believe, and I don't wish to say my belief because I don't want the police to find my belief to be offensive. But it's powerful work on behalf of our police to leave the yoga retreat, travel to the beach, then send a drone under the ocean, and in the ocean, of all the activities, we were successful in finding
A phone.
KCI phone. I believe it was the Americans who tracked down their spy. It's only my belief. I can't prove it. I do know that the Americans are very smart, they're very powerful. I believe Casey was an undercover agent. That's what I believe. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, if nobody will give us the facts, then we're left to come up with conjecture.
Okay.
If nobody will tell us honestly that Casey was a man, and when we raised the issue we get answers that are not scientific, then I have a right to be suspicious and to be paranoid because I want to know how Casey could leave the yoga retreat with a man from America, and we in the Bahamas can go to the ocean and find the iPhone. I need the police to help me find my phone that I lost on Long Wharf some years ago. It's just my Negro suspicion.
Indeed.
You're not suspicious?
Santa, no.
Think about it. Casey disappeared at the yoga retreat. And Casey took pictures in the ocean.
In the water.
In the water.
On the beach.
On the beach. In the sea. Right?
Somebody else took the photo.
And Casey disappeared. Casey's cell phone disappeared. We could find Casey's cell phone, but we can't find Casey. Come on, Casey.
It's a mystery.
Casey has to be a spy. I believe Casey is a spy, and I believe that this is some international conspiracy going on between the Russians and the Americans. It's only my theory, okay?
Okay, we'll leave it as that.
You leave it like that. This is powerful. Well, we did tell you that the police dealt with the matter involving the police. That would be Chief Superintendent Michael Johnson. And of course, the Commissioner of Police has said that they will ask the United States and Great Britain for assistance. I'm kind of disturbed by that, in view of the fact that CARICOM united the other day at the United Nations and agreed that we should not ask white nations, white people, to assist us in restoring law and order to a Negro gangster island nation. And instead, we all join in bringing the Kenyans. And if you are watching world news, there is major riot and dispute taking place in Kenya. If nobody tell you it's Kenyan, you will take them all for Haitian. They look like Haitian, they sound like Haitian, and everything the Haitian is doing, they're doing as well. I think if we're going to play Soul Brothers, if we're going to play Black Power, if we're going to play Africa, and if we're going to call on them black people in Africa who sold us into slavery to settle the dispute in Haiti, we should call on the Kenyan Intelligence Agency to come and assist us with our investigation. But notwithstanding that we all say that Kenya should go into Haiti, there is no Negro Bahamian who would agree for them black people in Kenya to come here and investigate among us black people. So I just thought I would say it, and I think we should go to Africa, and I'm certain that Kenya would know precisely how to do it. Why should we disturb our blessed King, King Charles III, his English government? We've not asked England to go to Haiti to maintain law and order. Why should we ask the United States, who refuse to go into Haiti to assist us with alleged corruption in our Negro police force? I say let's go to Africa! Hungayaya! 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 And let's see what the Kenyans will do with their voodoo intelligence agency. You'll find no Negro in journalism who will be as honest as I am. If we can send law enforcement to Haiti, certainly we must welcome soul brother from Africa. I'm certain we can do that. As spiritual advisor, what do you think?
If I tell you, it's something else.
Huh? What do you think?
Something else,
Would you have a problem with a black brother from in Kenya coming to investigate?
They may not have the expertise.
What do you mean they don't have the expertise? Huh?
They may not have the expertise,
do.
Sandra.
They do, my spiritual advisor. This is powerful. I want Kenyan intelligence to investigate us. Hungayaya! 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 This is Freedom March. Whatever they say, God save King Charles III. Back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker, and of course, Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor. And today happens to be what? Today is
Monday,
and
July the 8th.
Yeah, my spiritual advisor.
In the year of our Lord, AD 2024.
I don't think we have any birthday.
You have
do
one
we?
birthday and some shout-outs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do the birthday, Sandra. You
Okay.
know that birthday.
Yeah, I had the birthday.
See the young man there?
Yeah, that's AJ. So let's get AJ. Let's make sure we have it correctly. That's happy birthday to AJ. And of course, AJ, you are a wonderful birthday.
Okay,
boy.
it's coming from his parents, Antonio and Deandra Malcolm.
Right.
Also from Deandra and Leandro, and his grandmother, Anna Mae Bryan, and great-grandmother, Verna Russell.
This is powerful.
So happy birthday goes out to AJ.
Did you spell and pronounce Brian correctly?
Now, let's see. From his parents, Antonio
Yes.
and Deandra Malcolm. Also
Okay.
from DeAndre
Okay.
and Leandro,
Okay.
or Leandro,
Right.
and his grandmother, Anna Mae Bryan, and his great-grandmother, Verna Russell.
This is powerful.
Is that correct?
Okay. So we want to thank the Russell's family, the Bryan family. We want you to know that my spiritual advisor has done a wonderful job today in pronouncing
The
these
names.
very difficult names. Who do you do shout out to?
All right, we got a couple of shout-outs. So let's do a shout-out to Tiana Monka. Tiana Monka is from her entire Monka Ellis family. Her dad, Father George G. Monka III, is watching over her from heaven home and would have been proud of her in the military of law and order. God bless. Then Darius Brown, congratulations to my son. This is his parents, my son Marion Seaman Darius Brown, on his passing out ceremony, coming from his mom, Shaniqua Brown. May God's richest blessings always be with you. Love you, Darius. Okay, so Julissa Johnson, congratulations goes out to Julissa Johnson, woman Marine Julissa Johnson, on graduating on Friday from Defense Force. Greetings coming from her parents, sisters, brothers, grandparents, and all the rest of the family in Harbor Island. Okay, and then Ilu Marching Band, we'd like to congratulate the Illustra All-Star Marching Band for winning the Battle of the Band in Nassau yesterday. They're proud of the Ilu Marching Band. All right, look like that's it.
Well, go back to my grand niece.
Yeah, who's George? Who's George?
Call,
G-Mon, get it tight.
show my grand niece again, and that's the spiritual advisor. Go ahead, my spiritual advisor. Read it again.
So her name is Tiana.
Tiana.
Tiana Monka.
She is my grand niece. She graduated on Friday from the Defense Force, and so we are so proud of her. And I want to shout her out. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. If her father, George Monka III, was alive, he would have been very proud. I know that her grandmother, Delora Ellis Monka, is very proud of her. So this is powerful. Okay.
All right, yeah, so that's all the birthdays and shout-outs we have for the day.
Okay. You're going to do birthday now?
No,
or
we're done. We're done.
no more birthday?
That's it.
Not
Just-
birthday, ad.
Oh. All right, yeah, we get to. Okay, so the work center located Rosetta Street across from Robert's Furniture is your one-stop shop for back-to-school Dickies, Timberlands, and many, many more. So come on down and let their friendly staff assist you with getting ready for back to school. So the work center located Rosetta Street across from Robert's Furniture. Everybody needs money always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union with Money Max. Download the Money Max app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend, anytime and anywhere. Sending money has now been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. Money Max, live your Max life. Thank you, producer. Back to you, Sandra.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor. Well, folks, I think for the day we are finished with the many talks we had about the Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernandez press conference today. Well, in the House of Assembly, the Health Minister, Dr. Michael Davile, has announced that a debate will take place on the government proposed cannabis bill. It is a bill designed to legalize marijuana. It is a bill designed to legalize dope. It is to be noted that notwithstanding the fact that we have seen the damaging effect of the abuse of marijuana, no responsible civic organization has said anything in opposition to it, and I find that rather disturbing. We have to ask ourselves, is the Bahamas ready for this? And is there a market for the Bahamas for medicinal, that's the word they use, medicinal marijuana? And is the Rastas such a religion that we would legalize dope for them to smoke? What is this that we are doing? And is it being suggested that tomorrow, if a man say, I have the Church of Smoking Dope, I'm a member of the Holy Marijuana Church, that he will have the right to be granted a license for him and his congregation to smoke dope? But nobody is debating it, notwithstanding that the Bahamas Psychiatric or Medical Association have said that they think this is not good for our young people. No one has said anything, notwithstanding that the Education Minister, Glenys Hannah Martin, told Eyewitness News that her educational officials told her that they understand why the children are smoking dope. Glenys Hannah did admit that smoking dope was illegal, but she understood based on what her professional has told her. So these are interesting times where nobody seems to be willing to say to the government, hold on for a second, we should not legalize dangerous drugs. So that's what we are faced with today. What is going to be the position of the churches of God? Do we think that we should legalize dangerous drugs? The health minister says that he wants to make sure that everybody who gets into the marijuana business are trained. So I want to know, who's going to be providing the training? Will the man whose son has been raising over 500 acres of dope, allegedly in Grand Bahama, is he not qualified to teach the rest of the population how to grow dope? And who is going to ensure that the new strain of dope does not have any fungi? I just find this whole thing very, very interesting, and I find this country very, very interesting that parents are not speaking up for the welfare of their children. But if this is what y'all want, go right ahead. Let them smoke dope. Remember, dope is smoke, and it's not good for your heart. It's not good for your eyes. It's not good for your lungs. And how many citizens in the Bahamas need medicinal marijuana to the extent that we need to start cultivating it? If we need medicinal marijuana, can it not be imported from the developing world? Can it not? And then be made available in the pharmacies that will allow doctors who treat people who need to smoke dope the ability to write a prescription. Anyway, I just thought that we should oppose it. I just think that we should oppose the legalization of this dangerous dope. My spiritual advisor, I'm certain that you have an opposing position.
Well, Sir, I'm just following, what's going on. Obviously, the Minister of Health and Wellness and also the Ministry of Health sees the necessity to, debate it and follow the line of medicinal use of marijuana, because we may have issues in the country where people who may have some medical issues that marijuana scientifically is known to aid in curing. And so as a result of that, I'm thinking that's the reason why they're going along these lines. Maybe this has been discussion for years where folks have been finding out that marijuana has been helping to deal with certain medical situations, in particular seizures, glaucoma, and the like. Don't forget now, they're not discussing the recreational use of it.
How then do you justify that the Rastas in their church, they would be allowed to smoke dope?
See, now the thing with the Rastas and them wanting to, but I think they claim they're using it for religious purposes.
It doesn't matter.
For them, I think it's just an excuse to smoke dope, in my opinion. But that's my opinion.
Well, it's people's opinion we're discussing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think they should allow the Rastas to use marijuana for religious purposes. If they discussing medicinal use, then it should be medicinal use only.
Should Rastas then be allowed to smoke for medicinal reason?
If they're gonna pass a law stating that, listen, we're gonna use marijuana to help people who medically need it for cure, then it is what it is. But in my opinion, the Rastas is just using this as marijuana's excuse to smoke it. They're using their religious argument as an excuse to smoke dope. Because I mean, well, I won't get into that. But that's just my view. All right? It's a cop-out. I've been watching them for years. I've been studying them for years. This Rastafari.
I cannot believe that the government is going to pass a law that will cause my relatives to continue to cop out on dope. I just can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. And there are no parents who are saying anything, even though we have evidence of children in high school making dope cookies, dope cakes, getting high on dope, committing crime as a result of the various kinds of dopes that they're smoking. Who will get this license? Who will be qualified? Who will be fronting for foreigners? I think it's going to be powerful when the Negro people show up and apply for a license. Who will they be fronting for? This is gangsterism at its deadliest level. I think we should call in the Kenyans and see what they say. You seems to be like you don't like black people.
They'll probably start smoking dope these days.
Why are you prejudiced to the Kenyans?
No, I'm not prejudiced.
You want to send them in Haiti, but you don't want them
It
to
was
come
not
here?
my idea to send them there, Santa. You know that.
Yeah?
It's not my idea. But they're there. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Anyway, let's leave it alone. I'm going to allow you to choose the topic because I'm just annoyed over the decision to legalize dope in my country.
But Santa, the reality is they're looking at marijuana for medicinal purposes. Now,
They're not looking at marijuana principally for medicinal purposes.
Well, that's what I see in the news.
No, the Rastas aren't sick. And there's going to
But
be
they're not going to allow the Rastas to smoke dope, eh?
Yes. All I have to do is
what would be the reason for that?
once you join the church, let's say you like to smoke dope, all you got to do is join the
Become a
Rasta
Rasta.
church, and you announce that you are a Rasta, even though you might have a bald head and can't grow hair no more. So, at 67, if I feel like smoking dope now, all I have to say is, "Jah, light up a joint for me," and just smoke my dope. I think this is not good governance, and I think the Christian community should oppose it. That's just my Negro thinking. Okay? That's just my Negro thinking.
Wow.
So I'm going to leave that alone. And
Yeah, let's move on to something else.
yeah, it's just annoying. This thing about dope. All right? Dope. Yeah. Well, it appears that the weekend has been rather peaceful,
Which is good.
but we've had a significant number of robberies. So we thank God that in the midst of the robberies, there has been no murders, but our people have been doing a wonderful job at armed robberies. So there's been a number of them. And I call on citizens to stop it. It is against the law, and one day the police is going to catch you. And then there's been little allegation of rape. In fact, we have a boxer who's 53 years old, and he's been accused of rape. I mean, it's amazing. 53-year-old man, and he is accused of rape. So that has been a rather disturbing situation, that one of our boxing greats, one of our heroes, he has been accused of rape. So we have to pray, and we have to continue to talk to our young men. Now, I must confess that 53 is not a young man. So I found it disturbing as I read the story this morning. And then when I came to his age and saw that he was 53 years old and he was raping, I said to myself, what a thug he is. What is a 53 years old man doing? Raping. You know, cycling at 53. And he should, you know, he should not be doing these kind of things. And then, of course, not only has he been accused of rape, he has been accused of soliciting sex from 3 teenage girls in Andros. So there's some of the scandals that we have to work on among the senior citizen. All right? If you're 53, you're a senior citizen. Can you imagine that you have to lock up senior citizens? Huh? But that's what the facts are. I even didn't call his name because it is too embarrassing to say to you that he has been a wonderful boxer, and now the boxer has been accused of rape and soliciting 3 teenage girls. Okay? So I thought I'd tell that to you. And let's see what else I need to tell you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, I just came across a note on something that the Commissioner of Police said that I didn't tell you. I'm not sure if I should say it to you. Perhaps I should wait and see how the established Negro media is going to say it, because I'm certain that they didn't pick up, because these are young people. When you're my age and you're old, you pick up everything. When you're young, you just pick up those things that are sensational. Very, very sensational. So I may say it to you, as well as I might hold it until tomorrow, so I can see what the established media has had to say. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, but I'm tempted to tell you what else the Commissioner of Police had to say, because it's a little, you know, yeah, and yeah. And of course, today at police headquarters, I took with me a woman who is an expert in languages. I wanted to see what the Commissioner of Police was going to say about garden leave, and he did say it. So it was interesting to discuss that phrase with that woman who's an expert in the English language, an expert in French, and an expert in Haitian Creole. So it was very, very exciting after the press conference when I engaged her in that concept. I'll tell that to you tomorrow about how she works. So I want to thank God that I was able to find me an expert. I said, now you got to come with me, because I want to hear if the commissioner is going to say that Chief Superintendent Michael Johnson took a garden leave. Oh boy, it's an interesting country, and very interesting indeed, eh? Anyway, folks, just hold on. It's a wonderful country. If there's going to be anybody to assist us with international investigation, it must be the Kenyans. If their law enforcement is good for Haiti, it must be good for the Bahamas. I don't want no white people from America, none from London. I want Kenyans. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor. It's 5:30 or shortly thereafter, and of course it's time to open up the lines. Do you want the government to legalize marijuana? Do you think that citizens should be able to have recreational dope? Meaning, if you smoke grass, you can have as much grass as you can smoke. Do you believe that we should liberalize the law to the extent that everybody can grow his own dope? So I live in Black Village, and if I was into smoking, should I not be able to sprinkle my field with plenty of marijuana seed and grow dope? And should my neighbors not be able to do the same thing? If we are talking about freedom, if we're talking about liberalizing the law, if we think that dope is not a dangerous drug. Bradley, open the phone, please.
Okay, let's open the lines. 323-7775. It's the number to call, 698-0775, 698-0776. The lines are open for you to call us so we can engage in some good, wholesome conversation. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Good, good. Mr. Monker, the topic at hand about the dope situation, I agree to a certain extent, but it got to be a limited amount. You cannot leave that in the hand of anybody to misuse whatever they feel like. And there's a gentleman from the opposition who said the other day that it should pass through the House and it should go to, the doctors should verify whether or not they need to use it or not. Well, that's the patient.
But what about the ordinary citizen who wants to smoke dope, who ain't sick?
No, that's a funny situation, Mr. Monter.
But
I deal with the people who are sick and need it.
no, but provision is being made for members of the Rasta Church. If you join the Rasta Church, you can smoke dope in church.
Yeah, but that's difficult. That's difficult. Now, another question, Mr. Monker and Mr. Special Advisor. The other day I called you all and talked all about. Do you know the heat is in the Bahamas right now? And Nassau is almost 110 degrees.
Really?
Well, that's the heat index.
It's coming. Yeah, but listen to this.
Okay.
And the rest of the Bahamas is similar. I think it would be a good idea for the government to open up these air-conditioned gymnasiums.
Okay.
I think they need to discuss that because people are going to be dropping down like flies.
Already
Agree or disagree?
Already in the Bahamas?
Oh, I said there will be.
Okay.
People in Florida dropping down right now.
Really?
We need to deal with this matter.
Yeah.
Special Officer, you agree with me?
I agree with you.
I agree.
What about our ocean? What about our water? Isn't our water nice and cool?
Yeah, you could go to the
Yeah,
beaches.
but come on now. A lot of our black people can't swim. The sharks. Yeah.
Well, the shark only eat white Americans.
But that's my 5.
It's a
Thank
very
you so much.
important piece
Thank
of
you.
5 cents. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, caller.
Is it really getting hot here?
Extremely, it is.
Okay.
Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Special Advisor.
Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon, Special Advisor, and good afternoon, the good Senator.
Yes.
So,
Special Advisor, I'm going to put my chapter 4, I put my question. Daniel chapter 5. And good Senator,
So-
I want to use this on them.
Okay.
It's Constitution for you to, the Constitution says abiding respect for Christian value.
Yes.
And you can go into dangerous drug and legalize drugs.
My
That
lord.
is awful.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to put my question. Senator and
Yep.
Special Advisor.
Yes.
We got to hold these ministers, the health ministers, to a higher standard. They idle. They doing idle things because guess what? They being Ministry of Health and they ain't cure no disease. They ain't cure the prostate cancer. They ain't cure nothing. Guess what? I can give a remedy. I know if I can say the remedy on the radio.
Well, don't
But we
curse.
ain't got no time to play with that.
Don't curse.
I can say a remedy.
It's
You
easy.
get that for the prostate cancer. I can cure that right now.
Okay.
You get that yellow onion and you mash it up in your thing up, and you put get the good honey. The honey expensive now, like $15 and so dollars.
Right.
And you take a spoonful of that, and you will be doing it like a horse. But they joking. They idle.
Where do you put the onion and the honey?
Okay, sorry. You get your little thing what you do. If you ain't got none of them thing what you do with medicine, you mash it up in something. You mash just cut a little piece off.
Do you drink
a spoonful off, and you mash that up. And you put the honey in that, you mix that together.
Do you drink it?
And you drink that together, drink a more, you take a spoonful, and you go down with that.
Listen to me, my own is easier than that. All you have to...
let's start putting them out, because these Minister of Health think idle, they ain't curing nothing.
Just tell them to stop keeping sweetheart, and they'll have no prostate problem, okay?
But Michael, let's tell them if y'all ain't curing one of these cancer, y'all are idle, you're just getting this big money for no reason.
Okay.
Cure something, man. Right, go on. I think that I put my point, right?
You put your point.
Caller. Take care.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're live, caller.
Good afternoon to you both.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Monk, how are you?
Listen, I'm fine, sir. How are you?
Okay, this is your boy, Victor. I am trying to figure out what's going to happen with the Rastafarians if they pass this law whereby they would be able to use drugs for their sacrament.
Right.
What happens if other persons other than Rastafarians go there, say they're going to the church? Would they be allowed to participate?
Yeah. If you were to come to my church and we're giving the Holy Communion, if you join the line, we will not discriminate against you. So I'm certain...
Okay, well, so that sounds like the Rastafarians may have a lot of visitors coming in.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm certain that a lot of young people on a weekend will go to the Rasta faith at least to smoke up 1 or 2 joints.
To get a free high?
Well, in Jaja name.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing, Mr. Munko, my good friend Gordy Gray, you know him?
Who?
Gordy Gray Exuma.
I think I do know Gordy Gray. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was trying to get in contact with him. I was told that he was not doing well.
Really?
I would like for him to give me a call.
Okay. Well, give him your number. Say your number.
427
Yes.
3185.
Repeat it one more time, please.
427 3185.
Okay.
And the last one, I don't know if he was ever part of your group, Basil San.
Basil
He lives someplace down in Chippenham.
Okay, there are 2 Basil Sons. Both of them were F&M.
Well, Basil is the one, he's a former policeman. And
was he the one?
I don't know which one of those.
Was he the one who operated the whorehouse?
No, Basil is a young guy. When I say young, he's probably about 50 plus.
Oh, I don't know him. Both Basil that I knew, one was the son of an Anglican priest. He operated one of the biggest whorehouse in Fort Charlotte.
But this one I'm talking about.
And the other Basil.
He used to be one of those political organizations.
Yeah, the F&M.
Not the F&M, another one.
Okay, well,
one of those he was associated with.
Well, the one I know.
I would also want him to give me a call.
Okay, the one I know.
He might be listening.
Okay, the one I know, he's deceased. Both of them are deceased. Basil.
But this one I'm talking about, he lives right down somewhere in the area by the Punch, in that area.
Okay, I don't know him. Never heard about him. But
all right, well, I hope he may hear the message. Somebody may hear it and he can ask him to call me.
Okay.
Thank you much. You both have a pleasant afternoon.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. Welcome to Freedom March. Call. You're live.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Freedom March.
Good afternoon, advisor. And Mr. Amonker.
Yes, ma'am.
I should say happy Independence
Well, thank you.
Same to you.
You're the first person to wish it
both
to
of
me.
you, and I hope you enjoy this 50th anniversary.
Well, I hope to enjoy it because I have a ticket that will take me to the lower grounds of Government House.
Amen.
And so I thank God that I have this ticket, because since the PLP came to power, this is the first invitation I've gotten to Government House. I'm not upset, but I thank God. Yeah. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm
ahead.
wishing that I could have got one of them tickets too. I'd have been right probably there on the side of you.
Just go to the PLP headquarters. Somebody tipped me off, and I went to the PLP headquarters, and I said to the first person I ran into, a lady by the name of Lula Mae Smith, I said, now, don't mind us F&M, I need a ticket. And I got it, you see?
Oh.
Because I had the feelings
Lula
like...
Mae.
Yeah, Lula Mae Smith. I had the feelings like they were...
I think, can we get it at one of our headquarters where we live?
Where you live?
Nassau Village.
Nassau Village should have something. Who's your MP?
Yeah.
Who's your MP?
Jamal Strong.
Yeah, Jamal should have some. Or go to the PLP headquarters. That's what I did.
Yeah, this is one of your.
Go ahead. Use one of my what?
This is one of your second time caller.
Well,
one of the
welcome.
woman them always talk. This lady who says I just love to hear your show because
Thank you.
you always enlighten us and encourage us on things that is going on.
I
but
thank
that
you.
dope thing, I know Rodney, you from Black Village up in Bendown area.
That's where I'm from.
I'm brown nose.
Really? You're brown nose?
Yeah, the brown them who used to live around from your
Yes.
baby, Mr. Cox.
Yes. You one of the Browns?
Yeah.
You're not the one I used to like, eh? or you the one I wanted to like?
You wanted to like.
Listen, you are still as charming as the days when you were young. How are you doing? You must come to Black Village and hail me, okay?
Yeah, my grandma used to say, I have a lot of young ladies here, but you have, don't come in my yard now.
Yeah. Come. My tamarind, I got tamarind, I got canap, and you know you love canap. Take good care.
You still there? You still down in?
I still in Black Village. Black Village forever.
Okay. I guess one day come and get some of your tamarind them.
Listen, you are welcome. Once you reach, my wife is now in Nassau. You just tell her who you are, okay?
Okay.
You
and
just-
I have a family member who are in trouble with the dope.
Really?
I don't think they should legalize it because
Well,
we have enough of them up in Sandlands, walking around. I don't think it's good. I don't think the
You
law.
have to let Jamal know that you've been a PLP from you was a baby.
Amen.
Your ma was a PLP, your grandma was a PLP, Miss Leela was a PLP, Miss Priscilla was a PLP. All you come from is PLP.
You really know us.
The only problem now is your uncle who live in Glennis Hanna Martin constituency. He need to come back to the PLP, the one with the horse.
Uncle Vincent.
Don't call no name, eh? I don't want Glennis to hear that.
Sorry. Yeah, we all were there. We all big time, one time.
Yeah. You're a great woman. Go to the PLP headquarters and get one ticket. If you don't get one, you call me before independence and I'll find one for you. All right?
Okay.
Because
we are a Christian nation.
Yes.
I don't think we should go along with that.
Well, tell your MP. Tell your MP. Tell him we are Christian. And let him know how much family members you had who were smoking dope and who all gone crazy and who all half crazy. Okay?
Thank you, caller.
Take good care.
Let's take another call. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Freedom March, Spiritual Advice, how you do?
Good afternoon.
Brother Micah.
So?
You talking with the boxer who, I know Spiritual Advice, you can guess it. You can play crazy, you can play it, you can guess what I say. The boxer who can't get charged for rape?
Yes.
If he was a good boxer, he'd have never had the rape.
Really?
Never.
Wow.
I've never been in a ring. The boxing, he much could beat me boxing.
Really? What do you box?
Elijah, pray for me, my friend. I need prayer.
I see that.
Okay.
I see that.
What do you box?
Pray for me. Pray for me. Y'all have a good independence, man. Let's do this one. Let's finish in 50 in style.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You ain't saved. 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 Hello. Welcome to Freedom March.
Hello.
Yes.
I'd like to send a birthday request goes out to Raleigh Knowles, and it's from the Garden Hills crew.
Wow. Man, y'all are good people. Y'all still remember Raleigh? Raleigh Knowles. This is powerful. We thank you, eh? Okay. Happy birthday
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
Happy
caller.
birthday to Raleigh
Take care
Knowles
now.
from the people of Garden Hills.
Okay, bye-bye. 323-7775. That's the number to call. 698-0775. We lost that call. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live. Hello, caller. You there?
Yes, good afternoon, spiritual advice. How you
Good
doing today?
afternoon. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I just called in to tell you what a good job you just be doing on the show.
Thank you so much, caller. I appreciate you.
Okay, I appreciate you too.
God bless you, my friend. Bye-bye. Take care. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hello, good day.
Good afternoon. Call you live.
Yes, I just called to give a little advice on cannabis.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, for one, I feel like the Bahamians need more so do their research on it before casting aspersions on the product, like the substance.
Okay.
It's not a drug.
It's not a...
Cannabis does more good for the body than any prescribed medication there is.
Really?
Yeah.
When you smoke it?
I can say that because I studied it for 4 years.
Okay.
And yeah, and I'm Bahamian as well.
What about when you're smoking it?
And third, like I said, I'm just going to reiterate on number one. I think Bahamians need to do more research and educate themselves before they judge it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was just my positive.
Okay.
Where did you study it?
I went to, I did it on PhD University in Amsterdam.
Sorry?
You can look them up. There are 2 universities in cannabis, just cannabis.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We thank you.
Thank you so much, caller.
Okay.
Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hello?
Good afternoon, caller.
Hello, I'm there?
Yes, you are.
Hey, Cuz, how you doing?
Fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Great.
Mr. Monka, how you doing?
I'm fine, my dear. And you?
Right here, holding on. I want to send a shout out to my cousin, son, pastor on the Royal Bahamas Source, Maria Simon, Gerard Martin.
Okay.
And I wish him, I congratulate him
This is
on his
powerful.
passing out on the Royal Bahamas Source. Mr. Monka, all is not lost with the young man.
Oh, no.
All is not lost.
No, we got some good young men around.
My grandniece passed out on Friday.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
And Minister Wayne Monroe wanted me to accompany him, and I said, Minister, please pardon me, I have to open Freedom March. And then he said he remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw.
Yes.
I saw it. Congratulations to you also.
I thank you. I was told how wonderfully she drilled.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I thank
like
you.
I say, Mr. Monka, all is not lost for the old man, you know.
Nor the young
all
women.
All is not lost.
Yeah.
And congratulations to my cousin,
Yeah.
and Gerard Martin,
Yes.
and to your grandniece.
Yes.
God is awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, take
Please.
care, caller.
Have a blessed day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monica.
Hello.
And Mr. Spiritual Advisor.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
I had the unfortunate opportunity to visit the Princess Margaret Hospital
When?
on Thursday with
Thursday
my
gone?
mother, who is 86.
Okay.
And I was there from 5 o'clock in the afternoon until the next day, 12 o'clock when she saw the doctor.
Really?
Wow. And I think that's very bad, sir. You know, the older people, they shouldn't have them waiting that long to see a doctor.
No.
And the thing about it, everybody jam up together. I see why the people sick, you know. This one coughing, the next one talking, spitting up on one another. That's why we have all of this sickness, COVID, and whatever going on. And I told the doctors, I said that you should not have the old people this long waiting from 5 o'clock
what did
one
the doctor
day
say?
until 12 o'clock the next day.
What did the doctor say?
Well, the doctor didn't say anything.
What was the problem?
They just said, we'll see what we could do.
Wow.
You know, and they save us as they go. But I watched the play in there. They were even coming picking out people who was their friends, and they called them up there. Someone
sure they were not?
I have so and so there.
You're sure they were not picking them out
Pardon me?
based? You're sure they were not picking them out based on the urgency?
Yeah, well, I agree to that, because sometimes some people have more emergency than others.
Yes.
And I agree to that. But my mother fell and hit her head.
Right.
And that was an emergency.
That
That's
would
why
be
they
an
sent me
emergency
there.
as well.
And then another thing, I think that they should have a clinic, especially South Beach, to help out.
But there is the South
No,
Beach
but
clinic.
I called there, and they told me they close at 5 o'clock.
No.
And they advised
They close at
me
5?
to take her there
Okay.
to the hospital, you know?
Well, you
And
see, what you have to do, right?
Yes, sir.
You must take your time and you send Dr. Dowell a little letter making that contribution. Who's your member of parliament?
My, what is your name again for Miles LaRoda?
Miles
Okay.
is a wonderful
He's a good MP.
minister.
Yes.
He's a good MP.
You write Miles, right? If
Yes,
you have
sir.
difficulty in getting him, you let me know.
Yes, sir.
And Miles know exactly what needs to be done.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Okay? I'm
Yes,
so
sir.
sorry that they took so long with your mom.
Yes, sir.
The next time that happened, you give me a call so I could call Miles, okay?
Yes, sir. I
But
definitely will.
Did you get help though?
Yes, sir. We
Okay.
did, and a good thing, you know, everything worked out well. The
Okay.
doctor was very nice, you know,
This
I
is
must
great.
say that.
This is
But
great.
the point, like I say,
Time.
it's a long wait.
Yeah,
Yes.
And I don't care what they say. I must give it to those
Filipinos?
nurses from Cuba. Where they're from?
Filipinos?
Filipinos. Let me tell you something. They were very nice.
Okay.
They were very nice
Okay.
and helpful. They do work.
This is
Thank you.
powerful.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir.
Well, I
But
thank you.
anyway, you all have a great
Continue to
afternoon.
You
talk
too.
good about the
Okay.
Filipino nice them because it's the new thing now, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do well, my love.
323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live. Hello? Welcome to Freedom March. All right, we lost that call. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live. Okay, we don't even call Sandra.
Okay.
We're coming.
Karen, you may call back. Karen Roll, she calls, she may call back. Have we had any of my people, have they been to the island since the storm was threatening Haiti? Has there been any vessels heading this way?
There was one.
Did they make it safely?
I think somebody, I think some fishermen ended up towing them in. I don't know how far they got. Or
So
where
there's
they
been a
went.
Haitian vessel?
Just one, yeah.
How many
Yeah.
people were on board?
I couldn't tell you how many people on board.
They
but-
arrived safely?
but I don't know.
Okay.
There's just one video. We could probably show it tomorrow because it comes the end of the show.
Okay.
Where some fishermen were actually towing in this vessel with some Haitians on board.
Okay.
All
So I
right.
want Bahamian fishermen, this is the hurricane season and there is turmoil in Haiti. We're very displeased on the island. Many of us, we are still searching for freedom. And
But they are free.
And
Freedom from what?
Would you
This
please
is what
let me make my
economic
case?
freedom, mate.
And
We've been free over 200 years. What are you
as
talking about?
we have more political and economic problem, we are set sailing on the high sea. And whether or not you want to believe it, we, the Haitian people, we have a right to head to the United States. Don't forget, America just abolished slavery in 1865. So we are descendants of the slave, and we still need reparation. And a part of our reparation is to search for the home of the brave and the land of the free. It's powerful. That's the fact.
Even if it costs them their death. It's amazing.
My brother, it's freedom.
It's amazing.
It's freedom or death. And my people will survive. We don't want to go to the United States, but we have no other choice when we look towards America and see the land of the free, the home of the brave. When we see all the food in the United States, all the clothes, all the nice car, all them wonderful white people, we want to come to America. This is Freedom March. Bunde sovereign. Wah! God save the King. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. My spiritual advisor.
Until tomorrow.
Do well. Happy independence. 2 more days. We'll be 51 years old. It's powerful.